Greetings, Eric Backer, naturopath. Thank you for coming back. I always appreciate that. I have got an interesting question here that was asked to me by a subscriber quite a long time ago. I'm just replying to that one now. And the question was, what are some of the best hints and tips you can give, or precautions for somebody going to complete a Candida cleanse for the first time? How can I do it right the first time? So here's a few points which I've just written down before, which I think are quite important to highlight, especially if you're new and you haven't really done much cleansing before, or you want to get your gut in good shape. So these points are based on seeing a lot of people for a long period of time. And now some of these points I'm going to raise may seem or appear at first simplistic, but when you think it through, they're quite profound. And these are the sort of things that are going to give you the breakthrough where many other approaches fail. Okay, and many approaches do fail, because if they didn't fail, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys now, because I see people that have been to 20, 30, 50 doctors and it's all failed for them. All right, so this is a different take on it. Now remember, simplistic isn't always stupidity. Simplistic, in my opinion, is one of the best approaches to any kind of rejuvenation or healing program. Get the basic stuff done right, incredibly well, and the complicated stuff often takes care of itself. We live in an age where everybody expects to, every solution to be extremely complex, very, very, very difficult and technical, and what a load of crap. It's the simple things that get people right. It always is. Okay? So let's talk about some simple things right now, some simple solutions, some simple precautions. Number one, understand it's going to take more time than you think. All right? This is a key point, people. It always takes longer. Always takes longer. And this is what I find common in life as I get older. All the things I really like cost more, are harder to acquire, they take longer to get, they're always in the distance. But they're there, and they're always there if I want them bad enough. Things take longer than they really are. In reality, it takes longer to heal than you think. So if you're feeling unwell, don't put an expectation on it that you want a really quick recovery, I want to get cured in a weekend. I want to lose 10 pounds in 2 days. All this sort of nonsense, that I hear people talking about. It's not going to happen really quick. It's going to take time, especially if you put a good program in place and work the program through. Not only will it improve the primary complaint that you most likely have, it'll most likely improve the entire quality of your life. And that's what we're after. We're after improving the quality of your life, not just getting rid of symptoms. Quality takes time. All right? Think about it. It takes time. So be patient. That's number one. Number two, test first. Do a stool test, a comprehensive stool analysis before you engage in taking supplements or looking at a particular protocol to cleanse yeast, because it may not be yeast at all. All right? Many, many times in my videos I've said, to you guys, many people believe they've got a Candida problem, but upon testing, they ain't got a Candida problem at all. They've got bacteria there, or they've got a parasite there, or they've got a chronic lack of beneficial bacteria, or they've got a significant pancreatic weakness. There'll be some type of problem, and it needs scoping, it needs sorting out. Doesn't it make sense to do your homework before you do the cleanse, rather than to spend all that money and all that crap and all that time, and then down the track think, oh my God, I'm so stupid. Why didn't I do that test first? What I just said to you there, why didn't I do that test first? I've heard it 10 times, 50 times, 100 times, maybe 500 times, maybe 1,000 times I've heard it. People saying that they regretted not testing up front, that I was the first person who made the recommendation. Or they went to doctors who said, it's a waste of time, it's all crap, it's all nonsense, you'll get nowhere with it. You need antibiotics, they'll cure you. All this sort of crap. So just be careful when people come out with really quick solutions or know exactly what's wrong with you. Instantly, I would walk away from those kind of people. Proper testing, scientific testing, not some kind of weird mumbo-jumbo stuff, but you need proper testing to determine what is going on in your digestive tract before you start. If you take your car to a mechanic and there's a problem, your mechanic's not going to look at the car and say, oh, I know what it is. Yep. We'll just replace these 3 bearings in the car and everything will be good. But the guy hasn't even looked at the car yet. How does he know what's wrong with it? People need to look inside your gut. The lab needs to know what's happening. I need to see a report before I can say, this is what we found. It's very important to get the facts right before you start out on your journey. That's the point I'm making. Test first, especially if you're a chronic case, you've been sick for a long time. It's a smart thing to do. Number 3, it ain't going to happen with diet and supplements alone. I've also mentioned this on numerous occasions, that many people think that they can get rid of some type of problem inside their body by taking a few pills or changing the different type of quinoa they eat, or eating, maybe a slightly different type of lettuce, or having a little bit more organic whatever at this time of day. It's not going to happen. You're not going to eradicate things just by eating a different type of food or taking a supplement. You need a carefully constructed plan. Think about it. If you build a house, you have a plan. Everything in life of worth, in my opinion, needs a plan. What's your plan? Right? What's your plan? Your plan should be thinking about what you're going to eat, what supplements are you going to take, but also how you're going to live your life. So look at the lifestyle along with the supplements and the eating plan. Right? The whole concept of recovering from Candida is to get the person in a position where they've got low stress, they've got a much easier kind of lifestyle, they'll recover faster, which means they're back into the workforce quicker, they're back into relationships quicker, everything's going to be happening a lot better for that person when they recover. But things have to be correct for them to recover. And what point I'm trying to make there is, it's not going to happen just by popping a few pills and changing your diet. You need to look at the whole picture. So be sure to watch my videos on lifestyle as well, because they're very important. Number 4, your experience of your Candida cleanse will be entirely different from that lady's over there or that guy's over there. Don't compare yourself with other people. Point I'm making here is, it's not good to read something on Dr. Google and say, oh, that guy had this experience, so therefore I'm going to have the same experience. It doesn't work like that. Right? You're not that guy. You're not that lady over there. You're different. You live differently. You think differently. You eat differently. Everything about you is different from other people. Right? So think about it. So why wouldn't your experiences of recovery be different from other people? And what you need to recover will be different from other people. So what I just said there is quite important. So think about that. What you need will be different from somebody else. That's why testing is important. That's why looking at supplements, lifestyle, and diet correct for you is important, not what's correct for that lady over there. Right? And this is why I always say to people, you need to modify things to suit yourself. Number 5, the timing should be right for your Candida cleanse. Right? For example, not a good idea to do a Candida cleanse or to get your health back on track 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, or just before your brother's getting married or something like that. Not a good idea. Just when you got out of jail, you're going to go on a Candida cleanse. Probably not a good idea. So all these sorts of things, you have to think about the timing. Have you got time, owing to you from work perhaps? Can you take time off? Are you a shift worker? Can you change your hours? Is there some way you can modify your lifestyle to make the cleanse a lot better? What time of the year is most suitable for you to do the cleanse? Springtime, in my opinion, is the best. Spring and early summer is a good time to go through cleansing. But for some people, it could also be fall and going into winter time. Other people prefer doing the winter. So it's really up to you. But you've got to work out a key time for you to do a good cleansing program. The time that's going to really suit you quite well. So what was that? That was point number 5. Point number 6, stay on track. Be persistent. Don't give up that easily. Right? You're going to get headwind. You're going to get bad days. This is quite common for people on their road to recovery. And remember that quitters will never win. You've got to keep on going, even if it means backing off your treatment. If you're taking some supplements, or you're eating a diet that's not really totally agreeing with you, or you're not satisfied with, again, you may need to make some changes to modify it. But the key thing is to stay on track. Persistence breaks resistance. Keep on board and eventually you'll win. Last point, always think about a really great future for yourself, a really healthy future. The mind doesn't know the difference between events that are imaginary or real. So if you think it through, you can have an incredible future You keep focusing on that, and that's generally what will happen. As you think, you will become. If you think about a wonderful life coming up and a recovery, that's most likely what will happen. The mind's the most powerful part of the body. Don't forget. So I hope that gives you a few different pointers there, on precautions or things to look out for when you're going to engage in a program like the Candida Crusher program. The program does work, but using this kind of information with the program will get you there. Absolutely, in my opinion. Think about it. Thanks for catching up.